think there's convergence happening, more collaboration probably than ever before between sort of the nonprofit sector and the for-profit sector. I think one of the things that is bringing us success is a brand that connects more to people today. It's finally cool to care.
For too long, for companies in America, you had one obligation, and that was really to return value to your shareholders. And if you're going to do anything else, that's radical.
Impact investing companies have the intention of creating measurable social or environmental change.
Impact investing is about demanding more from your money. It's about getting the investment returns you need and the change you want.
It's a way to fund businesses and ventures that are part of the solution. So in essence, it's a real win-win from a financial perspective and a social perspective.
Any investing activity where there is an intention up front that you are trying to deliver impact as a core objective of the investment in addition to delivering a return. And what that intention connotes then is that you're also going to measure and hold yourself accountable to that impact objective as part of the investment.
You have to look across the spectrum of not just profitability, but how are you going to create change in this world? How are you going to create sort of the world a better place?
It became pretty clear that the margins were widening, that scaling solutions to problems with nonprofit organizations was never going to be successful. Not only that, it was never meant to be successful. That we had to both have strong nonprofits as an auxiliary on the margins, but really what we had to do was to shrink the margins.
To go mainstream, I think people need to, first of all, see a track record of success. And I think we also need to see the mainstream institutional investors start to understand that if they invest according to risk, return and impact, they will get higher returns in the long run than if they just look at the old-fashioned short-term measures of risk and return.
We need to talk about this in the same way to make sure people understand what it means to be an impact investor, what it means to measure an impact investment and to see success in one. We also need to have the infrastructure that makes that work really well, the different organizations that help bring all the capital and the demand for that capital together.
It needs better ways of bringing capital to great projects. Right now, the traditional ways of capital intermediation coming to projects don't work. It also requires more proof points. And so one of the things we're doing at Prudential is really trying to make a difference by moving large sums of investments into different impact products.
It needs to be thought of as just the natural way that we make choices about our money. Technology is giving investors more and more opportunities to make those choices today. They can invest directly in opportunities that once were restricted to only large financial institutions or to the very wealthiest investors.
So we actually had to build a structure in the United States for companies who wanted to come in and do something other than just purely returning value to shareholders. They want to benefit society.
For every unit of anything we have sold since day one, we've helped to feed a child in need. We're well over 5 million meals that we've provided. The real story is we changed the market. It's not about those people who gave me $550,000 in the beginning. Maybe they thought they were doing me a favor. But by the end, people were writing $1 million checks. And I'll tell you, the people who put in $550K at the very beginning got almost a 30 times return on their money.
The B Corp movement is comprised of now 1,200 companies in 38 or 39 countries around the world. And they're in 120 different industries. And so there's an incredibly broad array of stories there. A lot of people talk about like, well, we live in an era now where you can walk and chew gum. You can do well and do good. What I would tell you is that this is a movement of businesses who are doing well because they're doing good.